2, 1, go!
Welcome back, everybody, for off-season first crescendo action here in the Pacific Northwest. The first of several of these events that we'll be playing this year. This one starting for you in Mill Creek with a full 3-on-3 roster of teams. One of them taking the scenic route all the way across the field there. That's Miso Mechanics out of Seattle, saying hi to our Red Alliance very early there in our match during our pre-programmed autonomous instructions. Now drivers at the helm of all of these machines, and it looks like we do have all 6 of them showing signs of life. A great sign after these robots have been sitting, I'm not going to say fully in storage, but pretty well chilling out for the past 5 months. Now both alliances heading back to their respective sources to collect the notes. These are those orange rings you see that these robots are passing along. Plain orange notes brought in by the human players through the source, and then later in the match we'll see high notes that the human players can toss into the field. But we got 1 minute and 30 left to play here of driver-controlled, teleoperated. Before that'll be irrelevant. 60 points on the board for blue, 31 for red now. And we'll see Spare Metal, that's Bare Metal's second robot. Their off-season practice team makes their way across from the red source over to the red amp, and that'll be 1 point of note score added on to the Red Alliance score, slowly trying to chip away at the 28-point deficit between the two teams. In comes Stealth Robotics as well, fighting against Royal from the Blue Alliance. This is the 2522 machine you saw just pick up a note freestanding off the floor. They head over to the Blue Alliance amp, or subwoofer, excuse me, in the center of the driver station wall, and fire that note upwards for 2 points of Alliance score. Neither Alliance has amplified their speaker just yet, although I do see a human player's hand hovering over it for the Blue Alliance, so that might be impending here as these machines both make their way over. There's Royal dropping off a 1-pointer in the amp. Alliance partners Chill Out from Mount Lake Terrace lining up with the subwoofer along with the Miso Mechanics. Human player thinking about whether they want to amplify that one as the Red Alliance maintains about a 30-point deficit here. Still launching notes towards their subwoofer, but just not enough to keep up with the Blue Alliance scoring barrage. Up goes Stealth Robotics from Duval up onto the stage for the Red Alliance, and we'll have probably 2 from this vantage, it looks like, at least, up on the air for blue. Each of those robots up on the stage at the end of the match worth 4 points. Excuse me, 3 points. We'll get a final score tallied up for you here shortly. Dust all the cobwebs off of the scoring keeping system. We'll be back in just a moment. Our first results of the day have been finalized, and they are extra secret. There we go. Blue Alliance takes home qualification match number 1 here at Block Party with a score of 80 points to the Red Alliance's 57. And each of those Blue Alliance teams, you'll see they're scooping up 3 ranking points as a result of that match. We'll average out all of the ranking points for each of these teams throughout their qualification schedule to produce our final leaderboard later on. We'll get things all reset, dusted off, and ready to go for qualification match number 2 here in just a moment.